Why are cats afraid of water? From viral videos of cats frantically jumping out of the bathtub to their hilarious attempts to avoid even the tiniest puddles, it's clear that water is not a kitty's best friend. However, cats are known for their unique personalities, and each one has its own set of quirks. So why do they hate water so much? Could it be an instinctual aversion, or is it something else entirely? Join us in this exploration as we delve into the science behind cats' fear of water and uncover some surprising insights into our furry friends' behavior. Why do cats hate water but play with a running faucet? Have you ever noticed how some cats seem to be absolutely mesmerized by running water, even drinking straight from the kitchen faucet, yet turn their noses up at still water? According to veterinarians, the appeal lies in the movement of the water, the noise it makes, and the way the light reflects off of it, all of which stimulate a cat's innate prey drive. Interestingly, some experts believe that cats have evolved to prefer clean, safe tap water over the stagnant water found in nature, which could also explain their fascination with running water. Whatever the reason, there's no denying the hilarious sight of cats playing in the water. Water makes a cat's coat feel icky. It's a common misconception that all cats hate water, but for some felines, a single incident can be enough to turn them off from it for life. And there are several reasons why cats may dislike water. For starters, when a cat gets wet, their coat becomes heavier and colder, which can be quite uncomfortable for them. Additionally, it takes a long time for their hair to dry naturally, leaving them damp and uncomfortable for hours. Another factor is that cats are incredibly agile creatures, and water can slow them down and make them feel out of control, which is a feeling that they may find uncomfortable and unfamiliar. They would rather bathe in the sun than in the water. Did you know that the adorable cats we keep as pets today are direct descendants of the Felis sylvestris libica, a small wild cat that inhabited dry, desert environments in the Middle East? Given the limited water sources in their natural habitat, these wild cats had no reason to play in the water and instead preferred to keep their paws and coats dry while soaking up the sun under the desert sky. This love of sunbathing is a preference that has been passed down to modern domesticated cats, who relish stretching out in sunny spots while taking their much-loved cat naps. So the next time you catch your feline friend dozing in a sunbeam, remember that they're just following in the paw prints of their wild ancestors. And as far what they dream about during their naps, well, that's a mystery only they can solve. Cats fear the unknown. For most cats, bodies of water larger than a water dish are pretty intimidating. Cats are creatures of habit and tend to be afraid of unfamiliar things. This fear can be compounded if the cat has had negative experiences with water in the past, such as being sprayed with a squirt gun or spray bottle. If your feline friend is afraid of water, you may be wondering whether they need regular baths. While cats are notorious for their self-grooming habits, spending up to 50% of their day licking and preening their coats, some may require additional help with hygiene, particularly if they have mobility issues or health concerns. In these cases, a bath may be necessary. But for the average healthy cat, a bath may not be needed at all. So if you're struggling to get your cat comfortable with water, remember that their grooming habits may be all the cleaning they need. They don't need to drink much water. Have you ever noticed your feline friend turning its nose up at its water dish, even though a cat's sense of smell is far superior to ours? Well, it's unlikely that your cat is avoiding the water due to an odor. Instead, this behavior can also be traced back to their ancestors. In nature, cats would get most of the water their body needed from their prey. They didn't typically seek out open water unless they were dehydrated. There are even theories that domesticated cats drink water because their food is dehydrated and doesn't provide enough water for them, which could explain why some cats may not be as interested in drinking water as we might expect. So what's the best diet for cats? While there is no one-size-fits-all answer, many experts believe that canned wet food is the way to go. Not only does it provide much-needed hydration, but it can also help prevent certain health issues, such as urinary tract problems. So if you're concerned about your cat's water intake, consider incorporating some wet food into their diet. Your kitty will thank you. But why do cats hate water so much? They simply evolved in dry climates with little exposure to rivers and lakes. However, not all cats are created equal, and some breeds are more curious about water than others. In fact, some cats love playing in water so much that they could even befriend your pooch. Breeds like the Abyssinian, Turkish Van, Maine Coon, Norwegian Forest Cat, Bengal and American Shorthair are known for their love of water, thanks to the unique texture of their fur that makes it more resistant to water. And these water-loving breeds are even capable of swimming. So, do cats like to swim? It depends on the individual cat, but for those water-loving breeds, a dip in the pool or a splash in the bathtub is all in a day's play. If you have one of these breeds, consider introducing them to water in a safe and controlled environment. Who knows, you might just have a water-loving kitty on your hands. They're not used to it yet. If you have a kitten, there are steps you can take to help it feel more comfortable around water. According to experts, the ideal time to introduce your kitten to water is between 3 and 16 weeks of age. Using treats or toys as positive reinforcement can help your furry friend associate water with a positive experience from an early age. But what if you have an older cat that's already wary of water? Don't worry, you can still teach an old cat new tricks. While it may take longer to condition an older cat to tolerate or even enjoy the water, it's definitely worth the time and effort. This is especially true if your cat's grooming is limited due to health conditions, as you may need to bathe them more frequently. If you're not sure where to start with bathing your cat, be sure to learn the proper technique to make the process as painless as possible for your feline friend. And who knows, maybe with enough patience and positive reinforcement, your cat will come to love the water as much as they love their toys or treats. Cats are perfectionists. We assume cats are obsessive over their grooming only out of vanity, but it's also a question of remaining in tip-top shape to tackle any dangers. While water doesn't have a particular odor to humans, the same is not true for cats. Cats can smell the chemicals in water and prefer not to be soaked through to avoid smelling that way all day. They also secrete pheromones into their fur to mark their territory and communicate with others, so any submersion in water will remove this. This brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to hit that bell button so you can get notified whenever there's a new video ready for you and your furry friend to watch.